Could be, you know, but the EG, they ran something similar with the Razor draft where they like didn't really have the super late game, because right now they're playing against two Agi cores and both of their cores are intelligent, so they need to have a good advantage, you know, coming after the laning stage, 10-15 minutes in, they need to have an advantage. Lashrak is a good pick, you know, to deal with the Naga Siren. OD, you got anything to add, anything smart?
No, I mean, I'm just sort of blown away by how greedy IG's gone. I mean, Morphling and Naga, I've got to be honest, I'd be completely surprised if EG aren't able to punish this. I think EG's going to be able to run them over. I just don't see this level of greed, you know, teams getting away with it in the grand finals of the Major.
Your storm was coming!
Thank you very much. But yeah, Lacoste, I mean, obviously a lot of greed with the final two cores of IG. They do have that phenomenal setup and team fight around it.
Yeah, I remember the old cheats, you know, greed is good. You know, sometimes I think in this game, it could be punished. Like, EG, they have a fast lineup, they have a maneuverable lineup with the Storm Spirit Beastmaster. I want to see if Arteezy once again gets like an earlier bot so that he can be moving around the map, something that he did on Razor, just to put some more pressure, like you're going to bring that one extra hero.
Yeah, and you like the way that EG ended up, you know, going for the Arteezy Lesh when you can call this was pretty much
a lot of the carries were banned out, like those Radiance type of carries. Also, like you had a really good point, you know, maybe it would be a good lifesteal game because they had really nothing, but then they picked Morphling and they're like, maybe they did not want to go for it, so they decided to go for Lashrak, something that deals well with the illusions. Right now, Lashrak, just a jungle. Just jungle Lash.
He's checking out the lanes, making sure that they get the matchups that they want. So Arteezy will continue to head down bottom.
Something that they've done before, multiple times already throughout this major. Let's leave Ice on the safe lane, especially when they were playing Alchemist with the Acid Spray. And the Tusk, this time around, they don't have that strong of a tri-lane, but it's still super strong. I remember historically, you know, Disruptor, he was not considered, like every single time, like the tri-lanes were a thing, everyone was playing it. You see a Disruptor, you want to aggressive tri-lane, because what he brings is pretty much just Thunderstrike.
Playing with setting the ISO side. Deal with Fly and Kaka putting the pressure on. Got to find some CPS underneath the tower. It's a mid lane matchup. Definitely eyes on how well Timo's going to be able to do against Arbet. How he's going to be able to get up lane, bottom lane. Ollie. Going to be just slightly off the mark for the stun, but it doesn't matter. G will be the ones to claim first blood with the try.
Right now, they're thinking, do we help Kaka on the top lane? Made the big pull, will deny some of the creeps, will get level 2 by that. The way EG is playing, like they're sacrificing Ice's Ice Farm, he's one of the craziest players out there. You know, he will eventually do something that might sound or look stupid, and like EG will get the advantage from it. Like remember the Pango leader, when he was playing Pango, just rolling inside the base, going near the tier 4 towers, and then you see like 1 or 2 people rotating, trying to punish that, which opens up more space for EG.
Lane Emo. And get up aggressive onto Arbet. Heroes just baiting each other. Arbet still with Verifiers to play with.
Using the healing salve, has a bottle coming up to him, so that's gonna be good. Emo, ooh, that arrow.
Careful. It's over from Crit, and we're seeing already in the mid matchup, Arbet is just having a phenomenal time against Emo in the 1v1. 11 for 6 against the 6 for 4. Arbet, sort of there's no rotations or any input from the rest of the members of IG around this mid lane. We're going to see Arbet get some very quick item timing.
He will be. Also, Mirana without Marcy doesn't seem that strong. He does not have anyone to guide the arrows. Arbet just playing very aggressive on a mid lane with 1-1-1 build. You know, it's a Morphling, very hard to kill, but Arbet so far doing a really, really good job. 15
nice crush.
CS, 8 denies. He has more denies than Morphling has CS. Pretty impressive.
Short lane, they do get the kill onto ISO. See if Crit can get the return kill onto Kaka. Stick charges. Crit running him down. Kaka can get away from this. He can. He's into the threes. Crit won't be able to follow. Then up top, of course, this is the lane where we do imagine EG are going to have a tough time where it's been set up. See how much Crit's around. make it a little safer for Ice.
When you have offlaner on the safe lane and he gets a bottle, like I want to see if they will be able to like contest the 5-minute bounty rune. If you don't get it, like there should be crit also pressuring the bottom lane 5 minutes in, just securing the bounties, especially since JT picked up that bottle, you know, so that they don't get any value from the bounties.
Oh,
He goes for the rune, but with a quick waveform, Emo. In. Stop Arbet from getting the bottom. It's took 21 and 11 against the 8 for 4. Emo pretty much having no game at all so far in this laning stage as Arbet has completely demolished it.
He still needs 50 gold to finish off his bottle. Level 4, Storm 5.25. Looks really good for Arbet.
Now bottom flight. You're right here with RTZ by his side. JT and Ollie not going to try and dive anymore. CS the moment down on the bottom lane. JT 24-1 against RTZ 18-1. Usually try and turn, but as soon as the spells come out, JT's able to push him away. Not able to get too much damage done with the Edict. Up top, Kaka. The jungle.
Oh, the glimpse. He does not want him to refill the bottle.
truly a blessed life.
Shield, but JT's going to have another God's Rebuke in a couple of seconds. Fly. He's
He
gone.
got him. Now, that was such nice done by Oli. Using glimpse just to secure that Arteezy is not going to pick up the bounty, refill his bottle, and the spear. They get the rune. Meanwhile, Arteezy is getting some free CS on the bottom lane uncontested.
Goes on up top. Ice. He's back to getting quite a bit out of this lane. Seeing, of course, still the edge for Fly at the moment. He's the top farmer on the board. Fly. No pressure onto the Naga Siren with its lane setup, like in all the space in the world. Lineup. I mean, is it going to be up to EG to make any sort of rotation up towards the Naga Siren? I mean, when are we going to see EG start to group together and go? Is it? How early is that going to happen?
Well, once Beastmaster hits level 6 and get Book 1, they could potentially threaten a kill on Naga with just one hero rotating. Kaka will still be invis. Like mid laners, they like when there's a lot of action happening on the side lanes as well, where like people die and then they get their bottle refilled, especially if they're not controlling the runes, like if they're not using it. Sometimes we've seen like both supports coming in, taking the runes instead of being it bottled. Emo, just a bit aggressive on the mid lane.
They're really pushing the limits here, the two of them. That and Emo, really testing each other's capabilities. Themselves alive. We're going to see Arbet go for the reset. TV's back to base.
Is Dire going to let that middle tower
Still
fall?
does a bounty rune still preserved for him. Be able to stay out on the map. So actually got a free wave away from hitting the 6. Side JT. So just about to level 6. And at that point, Arbet is going to have to be very careful down here. Move from Arbet sort of knows that JT's about to. He knows that JT's going to look for an aggressive play, so he's going to be here ready and prepared to back RTZ up.
He's having a really nice look what's happening. Arteezy.
JT lead in, Arbet zip in onto JT. He's going to pop the stick charges. Limps does separate Arbet for now, but Arbet's ready to come back in. Closes the gap, gets the kill done, and now RTZ's going to dive in onto Ollie as well.
Arbet didn't get the courier.
Radiant's
That's
turret.
such a big move. Like, they didn't get too much out of XP while all this was happening. Like, there was no one on the mid lane.
Radiant just fortified.
And I did the last one, maybe was splitting the top lane, but the nice move from Arbet. You know, he's back to base, refills his bottle, comes back to the bottom, secures 2 kills, the courier, and some damage on the tower.
Doesn't get much better than that from Arbet.
Dire
Rotations.
can.
Make his way back over to the mid. Crit able to pick up some XP whilst this was happening. The 8-minute rune come into play. Emo and Ollie looking to protect it. Ollie's actually going to take the arrow. Here is Crit's able to find a connection. Arbet want to come in for the Edict. Pulls in with the vortex. Will be able to get the kill. Emo's trying to find Arbet. Arbet. He's out to the side. Now the regen being pumped. She's going to be able to get back in. He wants to. His RTZ and Fly. They're running down Emo. Emo's away and Arbet. He'll use the regen to get the far. Doesn't want to zip in too aggressively whilst they don't have vision over there.
Sometimes stars just align. You know, he picked up that region, he found Jelly straight away. He still has that region up and running, so wants to make a move on JT.
JT shows.
Here I am.
Be a little spooky for him, JT.
Oh, what I
Blows something
miss.
up. Arbed. Quite be able to find him. JT plays it safe. We'll also have Emo coming down here. Emo making his way over. See if the two of them can get some sort of a play going. JT does have the arena, but EG, they've got 3 here.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom
Back
tower
up a
is about
fly.
to fall.
Arbed, an incredibly tricky hero to set up on.
IG has 2 farming cores, like Morphling can't make those aggressive moves. Both supports kind of need level to be able to rotate, so it's gonna be a lot on JT's shoulders to make the moves. Arena is online, he's level 7, but so is Beastmaster. Necrobook 1 done, Roar available, like they could just set things up. So there's still no Song, he didn't even save a point on Naga Siren, so very killable, but there is a rotation. JT plus Phoenix making a move.
Nice, nice, nice. Definitely the easier of the cores to take down right now. They'll drop the arena, there's no chance. Right side side. Rotation on the Beastmaster, same time around mid though. Arbed able to get the jump in onto Ollie.
This is going to be such a good timing on Orchid from Storm Spirit. Something that the Storm does not like to play. Orchid does not like to play into, where like that Manta Style is a very costly item, and they don't have like a real save. There is Song of the Siren, but most of the time Naga and Morphling will not be in the same spot on the map.
Dire's top tower is about to fall.
Focus around the mid lane. Nice side side.
Did
Available with the roar.
tower
If
just
anyone
fall?
steps up too far, space is made for
Dire's
EG
top
to
tower
take the bottom
has
tier 1 tower. Javart's of course now with the maxed out Diabolic Edict. Take his objectives very
Dire's top
fast.
tower is under
Set up top, Fly being left alone. Tier 1 taken in return. Crit sitting up here, scouting out some action with the Invis. Not going to initiate or anything though, as he is purely on his own. Lane, Arbed, Ice and Fly trying to set up from the side. Ice will be trying to go for the raw opportunity. It's about it there, but Emo is able to zip out the waveform and stop Ollie right behind. Tricky of a move to be made. Crit continuing to get more information. Remainder of that Invis room will now come to a finish, and Arbed get up here, maybe to see if they could start something off. It's hard. Fly around him. They don't know if he's got the song or not, so they are going to respect the Naga side.
Smoke from IG. Disruptor's still level 5. Phoenix is 6. They might, I mean, they have enough damage if they go with Arena. Once again, Ice. Careful. Let's see what each raid is. Radiant using the scan. They know someone is in triangle. Yeah, Ice, he looks pretty dead. But still did not get deboarded, so probably Ice. Already dead. Pretty dead.
Throw the raw there as well. Not able to achieve anything with it, or maybe he will actually, because Ollie set up very low. Crit and RTZ able to come in and get Ollie in return. He'll be able to chase for more though. Darker and JT a bit greedy of the target. They're out there.
I talked about the itemization on RTZ, like the earlier Boots of Travel. You can kind of see the patterns in what EG is doing, pretty much the similar style of playing. Picks up the Boots of Travel when he was playing the Razor. Like, we need to be greedy this time around, because he is the core. Like, he needs to be able to scale. Morana ulti, JP, no dust.
Oh! There is him there. RTZ, not going to latch on for anything as he goes straight through the trees. Mid, Arbed, very close. See Emo responding to that build. He's going to be getting the duels first.
Dire's
Okay,
top tower has some radiant shape.
But it's a cheaper way of dispelling things. They have no save whatsoever, so he needs to be able to remove those silences. I've seen it a couple of times. It can work.
Interesting direction, but definitely a necessary one. In the jungle, Crit. He's going to leap straight in the middle of them and looking to his death. Obviously, no real chance of getting away with the 3 points on Glimpse. Ollie would always be able to bring him back, so Crit just had to get in and do as much damage as he could before he goes down.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Beastmaster, he's really struggling this time. He got caught 3 times. The start of his early game wasn't really good because he was playing into dual lane against the Beastmaster.
Go for JT, but JT did get the arena down. What's over from RTZ, but the arena wall still holding back EG. Not able to set up anything off the back of that Roar attempt. Almost likewise for JT, his ult also on cooldown.
Having a bad day.
He has enough money to buy a Blink Dagger to just go to base. Pick up that Blink Dagger, no arena, but he can always make
Dire's
those
middle
spear
tower
plays
is under
into the towers, into buildings or cliffs. Storm
Radiant's bottom tower
just
is
finished
under
off the
attack.
Orchid. 13 minutes in. Does anyone have a smoke? There is one smoke on crit, but oh, Evo.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom
Like he's
tower is
super
about
close.
to
Like
fall.
he just needs one CS to
wrong.
be able to actually get that Yule Scepter, and then he will have a way of dispelling this
Radiant's
silence.
bottom tower is
Storm.
under attack.
Definitely needs to keep the pressure. At the moment in time, IG with the greedy lineup with a Morphling and a Naga Siren.
Radiant's
They
bottom
are
tower is
2,000,
falling.
3,000 gold ahead.
They feel, much safer going into the late game. Their team fight is much stronger. EG, they are the ones who need making stuff on the map with the Orchid on a Storm Spirit. Like they should try to look for a pickoff. Like IG seems like they're having a really good read what's going on. Just going together, also smoking up. Arteezy just showed on top.
They're closing on him on time. Going straight towards him. Open the mid lane. Jump shot made on Emo first though by EG. He's gonna take down the Morph. Arteezy in trouble. The spear actually missing. Triple Savage got tightly caught for the rest of EG to TP over. Arteezy will still go down. Fly unable to help him from the high ground. Back onto Arbet. Arbet will be taken straight back to the mid.
Yeah, Fly use a Photic Shield on himself. I don't think it would matter. I believe he was already dead. But nice move rotation. They still lose one. IG should be careful when the rest of the team is using a smoke like that. You need to be very careful, like what you're doing with the hero, especially as a Morphling. We said that Ice is kind of struggling this time around. Has a boot. 15 minutes in, but he also has a boot.
Trying to get the grab onto my side. Still going to lay down the roar. The arrow follow. Quick jumps in with the burst, but they got enough. They do. JT taken down.
And now they can start putting
Radiant
pressure on this tower.
bomb
This tower's
their
active.
tower?
And they have 4 points in Edict, but Arteezy, like, he needs to be a bit more careful. Yes, you have a battle behind yourself. You're still very good. The only
It's
item
also
you have
very
pretty much is
Radiant's
Kaya,
middle
so you
tower
don't have that much HP.
Radiant just fortified.
Ahmed, good chance to get in on this.
Dire's top tower has some
Risk it.
Radiant shaped
The high ground of IG's triangle. Back on track with taking
Dire's
towers.
top tower is under
Still
attack.
yet to slow down the farm really of Fly. 9k
Nothing
net
good
worth
happening
coming
to
in.
Radiant's middle tower.
Fly has been having an amazing
Dire's top
time most of the
tower is
time on
under
just got the top lane, has that Manta style which will increase his farming capabilities, going into Scotty next, just wants to be able to tank up. He understands most of the damage comes from the flash rack. Song,
Dire's top
Song
tower
set up
has
Ollie
some
has
Radiant
got Static
shaped
Storm. They could look to drop everything on Arteezy and they will. Static Storm, Supernova down. Ryan Arteezy on the track, putting down the edge and then Supernova successful. Arteezy goes down. Fine. Buy himself a bit of time with the borrowed time. Chasing down and bringing back they can. Ollie with the glimpse. Gets Fly back in the reaches of JT and Kaka as Fly will slowly be burnt down.
yeah, that was such a clutch Yule Scepter coming out from the Morphling there. Yes, you heard that correctly. Yule Scepter from the Morphling, who wanted to have something to dispel silence coming up from the storm, and he uses it just so that he secures Egg, manages to get off in the team fight. Lost for Stone. Found by EG. Every single time I see that item, I'm like, yeah, this is good, because your position 4, your position 5 will always want to hold that item.
Playing Arteezy. 0 alone at the moment. He's going to try and open up on Emo here. Moves in with the stun. He's going to be able to find him. Emo was not ready for that one bit. Arteezy strikes from the shadows and gets the solo kill on the Morph. Open triangle. Ahmed leading in with the backup of both sides. They drop the wall down onto JT. JT will fall. Firefly trying to go for Ahmed, but Ahmed still with mana to play with as he's out.
Now you can see the damage coming up from the Naga Siren. Good few pickoffs, especially the one from Arteezy, pretty much a solo kill. Now he starts to put some pressure on the top tower, eating such a powerful ability
And over here,
against the towers.
Radiant's top tower about to fall.
Buildings just as fast as they need to be really.
Radiant's top
Coming up to
tower
18
is
minutes
near.
in. We've already taken 4 towers away. G, whilst they themselves, they've only lost the one tier 1 top.
Top tower.
Right. Using Arteezy here with his aggressive positioning. Emo. Try and lead in onto Fly. With the glimpse back onto Chris. Static Storm dropping well. Fly trying to do his best to keep Free alive from outside of the storm. A crip will still fall. Emo moving in onto Arteezy.
Arteezy out of
Good
mana.
setup. JT's got the plate. Arena down. And looking angle onto Arteezy. But he doesn't revive his Ahmed. In with the silence. Stops the combo from Ahmed, the savior, coming in to turn it around. And Flyfly, he'll also fall. As EG, they're able to take down 4 of IG. They're going to go straight for the pit.
Yeah, try to get that Aegis. Arteezy was running low on mana, managed to get the Arcane range, just a bit more damage. And you said it, Abed just stops the combo. He understands where the most of the damage is going to come from. They have Fly on a pad and keeping them alive. Arrow inside the pit. Can't connect. And they can't respond to this. They did not have Nagasari for 20 seconds. Song will be available. But this is exactly how we play. Like, they need to be aggressive. They need to make stuff happen right now, get some advantage with their lineup.
Definitely going to be a little shaken up after that last move.
Bottom tower, Jax.
They lead at the moment for EG. In a very close position here between these two teams where EG are getting these objectives, but it's not like IG's cores are falling behind in farm. Both Emo, especially Flyfly, getting a lot out of the game right now. Ready, halfway pretty much towards the Skadi. Flyfly, you see that fight, that turnaround again, as it really did look like it absolutely could have gone IG's way. If JT was able to get in and get that combo down onto Arteezy, taking the Lesh out, which would have looked a whole lot different.
Arrow.
Do have the ults up IG. IG could look to set something up. A lot harder now that there is that Aegis on Arteezy. He got it, but then he's ulted into Emo. Boys, he's got to be careful, Emo. JT. Arteezy's also got to be careful. JT's able to get in, spear Arteezy, other ones to chase down the engine. But now Ahmed, he's getting in the back line. Super lever out. You see Emo stabilizing Arteezy right for now. With the ults, Ahmed puts him off the side. Supernova's going to be successful to start. That's all 3 of them. Arteezy final. Ahmed just making overwards, only brings down the disruptor. Song set up from Flyfly, being used here to actually allow IG to back away.
Oh man, this was such a big move. Like, he caught Morphling, but there was no real follow-up. They just needed one extra stun, either an arrow or Storm Spirit jumping in. Then Storm jumps on the Phoenix, who manages to get Supernova off. And once again, those Yule Scepters, just keeping them in the air so the egg can't go off. Like a bit of a throw there. Arteezy, like, he lost the Bloodstone charges as well. On top of that, he thought he was tanky, but the team was not there.
Stupid!
No, not at all. Just a little too far forward away from the rest of the squad, and not the usage out of the Aegis that EG kind of need to get when they're running a lineup like this. Any sort of deaths and slowdowns in the process that they're going for with their job, it's going to hurt.
That was kind of like a shocked Pikachu face, or what's going on? Where's the rest of the team? And this will slow them down. Like, still, Morphling doesn't deal that much damage. You didn't get the Manta style, you know, so you don't get the stats. Yule Scepter is a cheaper way of dispelling things. Now going into E-Blade, so that's going to help out quite a lot with dealing the damage. But still needs some more time. You know, he's not a real carry in this game. It's not a Siren.
Follow here with the Roar and the arrow. Everything being laid down onto Emo with the stun. They've got it. Not enough strength being built up. Emo will fall. Ollie will as well. EG make moves here with the 4 of them. Arteezy will also come over to start bringing in this top lane. Start pressuring the tier 2s again. EG just continue to make these moves. Enable Abed. Abed very close to the BKB, just a recipe away.
Double damage!
Still having a flawless game. 6-0-5 on the Storm Spirit.
Abed, this time around, like, he does not want to go for any greedy items. He needs that BKB. He wants to be able to jump the back lines, does not care about Sog. They have literally no abilities that go through match immunity other than Supernova. But Abed's job is just going to be, like, I'll try to go get a jump on Phoenix. It's not going to be that easy because Phoenix has Yules right now, so they need some follow-up.
Progress-wise for IG Flyfly, Skadi is going to be done for the next fight. This Naga Siren is going to be huge. EG, they're going to have to be really prepared to deal with and keep that distance from Flyfly. If they get any sort of lockdown onto the cores, Flyfly will tear them apart.
Flyfly also going for a color coordinated build, like everything is kind of greenish, bluish. I really like that. Like, even the neutral item is also greenish.
About the fashion. Looks good.
Yeah, after seeing Arteezy, you know, bringing out the fashion, it's like, maybe I can't do it in real life, but I'll do it in game. It matters
Jax
more.
thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. He's
Talking about fashion on Naga Siren is what did Naga Siren wear to the maths test?
Jex thinks Radiant's bottom tower
Analogy,
is
bro.
about to fall. Dire just fortified.
All right.
And here's a fortification from
So,
Radiant.
Morphling, still put some pressure. He's not that easy to kill, but if they try to surprise him one more time, there is always going to be this Sun Ray right now. Also, Phoenix going. Phoenix is getting the front of farm. Dual Scepter, going for that out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gotta use the tier 2 mid. Fly. Got the song set anymore. They're a little too close to each other. Ice and Crit. They're looking pretty tasty here. Ollie. It lays down the storm combo. They're calling it. They're trying to get the best of the arena's down. Evo comes in, blows up Crit, takes down Ice.
Oh yeah, that was such a beautiful song on Mirana. First thing that comes to my mind is they actually got Mirana there, and a beautiful song. Nice setup. JT getting closer to the BKB. Like once you get that, there's still like Edict, there's a Beastmaster Roar. I still feel they will need to level. They have a lot of problems right now in EG because they feel like they're under pressure. They need to be doing stuff. You're playing into two edgy carry heroes. You have like your Leshrac, your Storm, their intelligence. So IG's lineup is much better in the late game.
Aggressive moves going. Fly. Killing air around the boundary rune spot. We'll be able to get the pickup on it. They don't really want to commit on it because they know there's backup coming on the target. Live straight over. Looking towards the Mars. Mars will be healed up by the Sunray. Side RCG looking towards Flyfly. Arbed's in. He's a little on mana, Arbed. They can continue to chase down Flyfly. They can't. Flyfly will be fine. JT comes in with a spear to push Fly back.
Flyfly just a bit too speedy. Fly has one fly, so it makes a lot of sense.
Fly equals...
It's like having, 2 horsepower and the other guy has 1 horsepower. It's has double the amount, so it's going to be more speedy, which makes a lot of sense.
Radiant's middle
Arrow does not connect. Have it.
He's now going to put the Bloodstone here because he's on by Arbed. Arbed trying to push back JT. He's on mana. Supernova comes out. They've got to back off. Emo. To the left here, have to make some damage over the side. They've got the Roar. The arrow. Actually connected to Flyfly. Beautiful hit there from Crit. Coming in from the side. Flyfly. He's got to turn. He's got to run. He gets the song off in time. Flyfly. He will live. But he has to run.
So unfortunate. Like they just got BKB delivered on the Leshrac. If he had that like 2 seconds earlier, he would probably be able to chase down Nagasar, and all they needed was like maybe 2 hits from the Pulse Nova. But what an arrow from Crit. Like Crit just
that
like
was pretty much max arrow. Yeah. And Ollie needs to change his underwear after that one. that was a little too close.
For sure. So next Roshan may respawn in 20 seconds. We'll see, it's going to be a longer respawn. If it's like early respawn, EG should just try to go inside. They know that the song is on cooldown. They also want to have that level 18 on Naga Siren. It's a big difference, 40-second difference between level 2 and level 3 ulti.
We'll check this fight again, as you say, just getting on RTs. He didn't quite have the BKB delivered yet, so struggled to really take that fight to its full potential.
Here comes Sniper. Look at this.
I mean, it was the combo as well. The Roar from Ice actually pushing the Naga Siren into the arrow. So a real combo play there between the two of them.
Yeah, the real combo was actually overlapping stunts, and unfortunately, it was a sick arrow, but they needed a little bit more damage, like 200 damage. JT,
he's getting on here, already back in the action on the backline. They're jumping over towards Kanka. Kanka's not able to dive out in time. Emo, he's been caught at the front. Emo's down. EG with those 2 kills, they can look to continue to push on, take this tier 2 tower.
And Emo, he does not get the shift off. This is like 3rd or 4th time already. He was not able to get it off. E-Blade is done, but the tier 2 tower also gone. Roshan, long respawn time. It was like full duration respawn, 3 minutes. Crit has also a Spirit Vessel, so that's going to help quite a lot against those heals, the overtime damage. EG 5k gold lead for now.
Likely to get a lot of value out of the Vessel this game. Of course, always good against the more. Sure, he's got to wait to dispel it, but as we're seeing most of the time, he has to use them to sort of silence it if he gets jumped upon by Arbed. So there's always.
It's also, you need to be careful about that Yule Scepter. It's a great setup for Mirana's arrow. They have 2 Yule Scepter. It's a good item. Kaka this time around just changing things a bit. If you wanted to get the Hex against the Storm Spirit. decides to go for the full pipe. He was extremely farmed. I think it's correct. You know, playing into Lashrak, playing into Storm Spirit, there's going to be a ton of magical damage. You just want to be able to tank up yourself and your own team.
Go looking to wait around the Roshan timer. Minute until it's up. Ice. He's heading in. Found Ollie here with the army. Fly trying to hold him back. But BKB's out. Ice. He's going to turn. Fly as they jump in. Draw down. Arved, Kryn, Ice surrounding him. He's tanky, but he is not tanky enough there to withstand the damage here from 4 members of EG. The rest of IG just nowhere close enough to help out.
And Beastmaster this time around also has a BKB ready just to be able to go in. Like, they don't have ability to go to that community. JT.
Arteezy's found him here with the help of Fly. He's going to drop the arena, but there's no way for JT. So then he's going to try and TP, but with a BKB up on Arteezy.
Yeah,
Straight to the wall and takes him down. That was a bit of an unnecessary loss there for IG after they'd already lost 2 out on the map.
JT stance was just TP, but this time around did not really work out. No. It was, you know, that most of the time that's not going to work out. Damage coming out from Lash is just a bit too high. They're also controlling the outpost, the 3:30-minute mark.
Yeah, that hurts for sure now. So he's going to get some space. I mean, back in my day, JT was bringing Sexy back, and nowadays he doesn't even know how to get back.
An easy shot, shadow.
He needs that BKB. He's also a bit like under leveled. Like he's level 14, 30 minutes in, while Beastmaster's almost level 20.
See Arteezy there having a bit of a giggle.
The prize is mine.
737 hit. Home. I think Arteezy. I think he's taken all the times this week, Arteezy.
I see no difference. Like, I played for 15 years, you know, stones were not that long in Dota, but every single time it happens, like someone just steals my tome.
Yeah, no, there it is. Arteezy's.
If this was a pop game, you know, Arteezy's getting reported. This is an Overwatch game.
I mean,
for sure.
if Arteezy was in my pub, I think you let him get the stun.
Let the fun begin!
Here we go, down mid. Down mid. Look for leading on to Carter. They might be able to do something with this. They do. Arved swings with the BKB, gets straight in onto JT. JT in trouble. Trying to back off, but JT's down. Arved down to the high ground. He's looking to get the count to the fly fly. The drop of the supernova. The fly fly is getting taken out. There's no hope for him. The supernova will go on. JT's come back in with a buyback, but there's no fly fly for 50 seconds. Emo
Easy taking everything.
Arved just running them down. Arteezy into the base on top of Emo. Emo's dead. Throw a buyback on him. JT is dead. It's going to be a dive on the bar. They'll call it GG as EG will take game 1.
Man, this was their timing. Like, they grouped around, they a couple of pick-offs, even without going for the second roach, they were able to kill themselves. You know, the damage coming up from the last track, he was super farmed. JP, he caught the arrow. Like, that arrow was pretty much straightforward. He catches it.